I remember I came to a point where it's now I found out that the love that was being reciprocated to me, I wasn't reciprocating that same type of love. But one day I wound up and I found out that I had to reciprocate that love. And how I reciprocated that love was I first had to love me in order to love somebody else.
Ooh, that's deep.
I got two. I got him and then my daughter.
Oh, you have a boy and a girl?
Yeah.
Well, how many children do you have?
11.
I have 5 children.
I have 2 daughters, sir.
2 daughters?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. What are their names?
Silverine Leslie and Starrina Leslie.
I have one. She's 7, Zamir.
How many children do you have?
2, and one that I claim is my godson, but they are 9, 6, and 3.
7.
Fantastic, fantastic. And what's this beautiful lady's name here?
Naima. In the beginning I have kids from 31, 30, 26, 18, 13, 3, and 1. Didn't always do right as a dad.
Right.
Just a second chance.
I have 3 children of my own,
Okay.
but I am the father of a 4 children household, a mixed family. I have a stepdaughter. Yeah, everything is just magnified, you know, in a mixed family, because not having the biological connection means you have to work harder. You have to think and be a lot more creative to come up with solutions to problems.
I have one biological daughter.
Okay, why'd you differentiate between biological and?
Well, I meet a lot of people, females, just friends, females who just the single parents, and I kind of take on other kids as kind of like my child too. I love to help children and people that need help.
Altogether, I have 4.
4? Okay,
Yes.
you have 3 beautiful ones with you today.
Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic. So let me ask you a couple things. What is it like? What are some of the joys of being a father?
The joys for me is not being tired, is to be able to play, act like a kid. They see me playing around, they say, well, he's a big kid.
Right.
But now I have kids to play with, nobody say that I'm a big kid no more.
You
I'm
got
just,
some cover now.
yeah. So when we run around, we play, we jog, we ride bikes, we do everything together, and I'm allowed to contact that inner kid that's inside me to help them have a great day.
Your inner child comes out. Like
Your inner child.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like for now, you got an excuse to do children stuff. That's how I see it.
Stuff that you wouldn't want to do.
Do it by yourself. Now you can do it with your kids.
Right.
I'd rather spend my time with my kids than anybody else.
You get to see yourself, grow up over again, and especially when they start doing the things that your parents used to tell you used to do.
My favorite thing about being a dad is actually to experience the growth of my children.
I'm a natural nurturer, and kids that's my heart. So I'm going to teach them because we got to save them. This is all we got. This is our future. If we don't take care of these kids now, it won't be nothing for our future.
I'm helping her learn things that's teaching me about myself and teaching me about her as an individual, and learn how to be patient with her and be patient with her mom.
So how does that make you feel when you're doing all those fantastic things what you're doing? How does it make you feel inside?
It made me feel great as a father, as a man. When I get her, it's more so like, okay, hey Dad, how you doing? She hugged me, she happy to see me. We laugh, we joke, we smile. She give me a kiss on my cheek and so forth.
That's a heck of a reward, right?
Yeah.
Just playing in the park and waking up, just rolling a ball to her. You know what I'm saying? Her just sitting here, just crawling all over me, playing with my lips, my eyes, and she learning these things, telling me eyes, nose. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Nothing better. Sitting there feeding them when they wake up, changing them, washing them. You know what I'm saying? Just sitting watching a cartoon with them. That's way more better than anything you can possibly have.
One of the biggest, memorable things was Carter, the youngest move-up day from preschool to kindergarten. It just was monumental because we just didn't realize, how many good things he was doing at kindergarten. And he was like, for lack of a better words, like magna cum laude, if you will. So to have us, as a family come together to be supporting him and him, taking that and receiving it was one of the best days ever.
It's the opportunity to mold and to shape another human being. That's seeing that day in and day out. It's just awesome. It's mind-blowing.
The things that she learns and she teaches me, I didn't learn before as a man. as a father, as a better person.
We had this, this book club here, whereas though, if you want your children to succeed, they have to see success. So sometimes I just sit down and read a book on just so they can see me. Or sometimes I sit in my office and I study. I might read and stuff like that. I do that just to for my growth, but also, sit there and see this. I remember growing up, I never seen my father or men, read a book or anything like that, to study or go to school. I went back to school, with my little graduate hat, I take pride in that, 2017.
It makes me feel great. It makes me feel like, okay, I have to be better, keep doing better, and because, my children look up to me. And, it makes me feel great that he's here for me also, and that he depends on my support as well, because, everything can't be just about me. I have to make sure he's okay, too, so that he can be okay for the family.
It's not all peaches and cream. It's not all great. It's a little nerve-wracking to know I got her depending on me, my son depending on me, child on the way depending on me, but I flip it into motivation.
A lot of times, I just need, attention, affection, number one, and just him to be there, to be understanding. And he has been.
Be patient with the child's mother, with your spouse. Be patient with your child, period. Be eager to learn, because it's something new. And it's a precious little life you bring it in. And they can get hurt so fast and so easily. So I know a lot of people who's not there, like some people, like my grandfather, he's serving life in prison. So I know some people would love to be fathers, but they can't.
Think about your children, be there for them, because your kids will always need you in life. They're always gonna need you. You have to tell them about drugs, about the streets, about good stuff, about bad stuff, everything. They need you as a dad.
Have you found it easy or hard to ask for help?
Kind of hard because pride,
Important. Pride stops you. How's that?
Me just thinking I could just do it on my own, just make it happen.
It's hard to go to someone and say, oh, my baby need this, or my baby don't have this, and I don't have the means to get it, to go and ask for the help. But today, none of that goes on. If it's a borrowed jacket and it's gonna keep my baby warm, I'm gonna get that borrowed jacket.
I just say be open to your family members or friends who've been parents for a period of time. That's what I like to learn from people that I know. Neighbors on my block, old ladies or old man, or just my peers that's a little bit older than me that been a father before I've been a father.
I think that you should be a hands-on spouse, a partner. It's needed, I talked to my son when he was in his mother's womb, and he was familiar with that voice when he came out. Certain circumstances had took me out of his life, but at the end of the day, my son know I love him, know. What up-and-coming fathers have to do, that's just having children, it's not a textbook written on being a father. You're going to go through things. But at the end of the day, that's your child. You got to let your child know you love them. Children need to be loved. They need to feel secure about who their parents are. And saying that, right, I came from a dysfunctional home, right? But I have to admit that one thing I wasn't shorted on was love. Both my parents was at my house. They never shorted me on love. And I'm grateful for that. So we just have to learn to just step our games up. It's not about all the time material things. It's about how you feel in your heart, and you displaying that. You telling your son or your daughter, hey, I love you. You know what I mean? No matter what, you can come to me when you're 90 years old if I'm still alive. You can come to me for anything, and if I got it, there's not a question of whether I'm gonna give it to you.
We are indispensable. The rest of the family depends on us, of a truth. Sometimes we get a bad rep. Don't let that stop you. Don't let that hold you back. Keep up the good work, guys. Be who we were made to be, the men, and take care of your families. It's a good thing. You'll love yourself more for it. I know I do.
Just be supportive. Just try to be there for her. Just, encourage her to do whatever her dreams are. If she want to be a doctor, a hairstylist, whatever, just encourage her to do it. That's what you want to do, baby, do it.
Right.
Yep, I'll help you do it.
The most rewarding thing is, giving them a piece of yourself. Stick with it, and no matter what, relationship has nothing to do with family per se. Like, you don't have to make it with the woman to make it with the children. You know what I mean?
It's nothing more than spending time with your babies. Gifts, birthday parties, and all of those stuff, they don't remember that stuff. Right. What they do remember, sitting bouncing on your lap, playing with a ball, taking them to the playground. You know what I'm saying? You could buy anything in the world. You could have the most, whatever, you could have everything all the money in the world. It's not better than sitting here doing this like this.
I just all around love my kids, and I wouldn't imagine being without my children in my life. They make me whole and happy.
See, sometimes in life, what life gives us, it hardens our heart to have an emotion, to be emotionally attached to people. You know what I'm saying? But this brings it back.
Just get a team of people to help you out, your family, friends, neighbors, support, people in the community, people in the church. Go to the class at the hospital, and don't be prideful. Just ask for help.
First thing to understand, it's not going to be about you anymore. It's about, as she's pregnant, it's about her.
Be there for her. Support her. Be her support system.
When the baby comes, it's about her and the baby. I mean, you can still take care of yourself, but make sure they're good. That's like top priority. If they're not good, you're not going to be good mentally or emotionally. You know what I mean? Like, if it's something that she needs and it's something I need, take care of her first. I'm happier as long as she has what she needs. If it's, any situation where you need help, ask for help. There's no problem with asking for help. It's in the long run, like, it pays off. Like, the best thing is knowing that you're doing what you need to do. Everybody's taken care of. And once everybody's taken care of, then you can take care of yourself. So, I mean, for a young father expecting, first off, congratulations. Second, a lot's about to change.